Dear trading friends, I hope you enjoyed Christmas and the holidays. I was completely offline, so I didn't do anything on the charts. I didn't do any analysis either. All my trades are still running, both short and long, and they're in profit. And at the moment, as you can see here, we had a very exhausting phase with a liquidity grab to the upside and a liquidity grab to the downside. And actually, we're just moving within this point of control here. So I hope you enjoyed it too and didn't try to trade just to squeeze something out, because that actually took up more time. Then you could really have made profits here. What are we looking at today? $1 billion in long positions, or rather, spot buys are also waiting below us in Bitcoin. Really interesting, a lot of new things have accumulated over the past 2 days. We can see that in the whale trades and large orders. This is an incredibly large new cluster, but it has also formed here additionally. We also shouldn't forget we still have the short positions above us, which I showed in the last video as well. But that's very exciting. If we compare that then with the chart analysis. Additionally, the quotation EMAP extremely important. You can see here we have a very empty space here. And even as we move higher in the liquidation time frame, there is quite a bit both above and below us. And we absolutely must not forget that. Because in my opinion, this could bring very strong volatility in the near future. We can see here that there's quite a bit at 90,000, and we also have a lot at 86,000, even if we now look at the weekly chart. And that's why we need to be very, very cautious right now due to the strong liquidity both above and below us. However, and now we're looking at the weekly chart, which I want to show you in more detail later. A lot more has accumulated below us. And that's in an area where these large orders have also been placed. So that's the first part. But the second part gets interesting. 82 to 80,000 US dollars. We'll go through that in detail as well. And for everyone who stays until the end, I have something else for you. With Zcash, we've actually reached a target level that I once presented in a live stream, where I also opened a short trading position in the Fandet account. That one was also triggered. I'll show you how I'm going to open a new one now, not just that one, but another one as well. Because if we look at Zcash on the chart, we see a pattern that has repeated itself over and over again. As I said, for me, there are two possibilities. The 0.5 Fibonacci. I'll zoom out here again so we can see if we get a rejection here and continue downward. Or maybe go up again at the 0.618 level and then continue downward. However, the 0.5 Fibonacci here is super interesting because we've also reached the first target level here that we discussed. And when we discussed this, we were roughly in this area here at the beginning of December. So I said here that I would open a short quick trading bot up here, and I did that live with you, but I will open more now. Once here and once here. And I'll show you exactly how I do this again at the end of the video. But I'll do that with my private account and not with the funded account, because I want to keep the profits for myself. But again, it's super interesting to see how well Fibonacci works. And if you don't know about this yet, feel free to check out my channel and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Here you'll get a lot of content about passive income with trading, bots, but above all, the simplest trading strategy. And you're not using it yet, a dedicated video where I explain everything in detail. And then also learn trading, step by step to becoming a pro trader. Here you'll get the exact instructions on how I proceed. With the liquidation heat map, with large orders and whale trades, how much and how effectively. Level 2 data works. We've already seen this several times on the channel, but also how you can reach your target levels. But let's stick with Bitcoin for now because Bitcoin is really exciting. Bitcoin we can see here. So these are currently the performances that I've shared with you here since October, the whole time. Even in these small phases, I took a little something with some small trades, but since the beginning of December here, no new trades anymore because I still have an open short position, but also somewhere an open long position. No, the open long position was already triggered at the stop loss. It's similar with Ethereum. There I'm both long and short at the same time. I know this looks very confusing right now, but I have a short here and I still have a long position here as well. And since then, and that's actually since December, we've been moving right in between. So it's been a very exhausting phase. But with Bitcoin, it's very exciting to watch at the moment. If we go in here, I've prepared something else. Or not really prepared, you know this from the old videos. We still have target levels. Up here, this green marked target level I still see as interesting. Additionally, the $98,000 Fibonacci entry is also interesting, the one I shared with you. Where does this Fibonacci level come from? It's from this high to this low. And after that, this would be a possible entry at $98,609. And here I would also enter a short position again. That one is already placed. I already have it open. But that doesn't mean we'll reach it. Because before that, and this brings us to the whales, Trades at a price of around $94 to just under $96,000. There are about $180 million waiting here. US dollars in short positions. And there are another 26 million at Binance, or nearly 19 million US dollars being sold on spot at Coinbase. So this is a larger rejection zone that we definitely need to pay attention to. If we put this in here now, I want to show a small comparison where we have short orders here. In this area, there are about 400 million. In short futures, 100 million are being sold on spot here, and another 30 million at Coinbase. That means around $500 million US dollars in rejection above us. And now comes the exciting part. We can already see it's lighting up bright green here, and these are all buy orders from large institutional whales, but also from other traders who are, of course, positioned here as well. Now let's take the worst case scenario from just under 75,000 US dollars. If we look at this here now, it's 713 million US dollars that are waiting for long positions. Here we have 200 million US dollars being used to buy Bitcoin on Binance, and another 100 US dollars worth of Bitcoin being bought on Coinbase. We're talking over $1 billion here, US dollars. If we really drop this far, they could provide us with support. And these 75,000 US dollars, don't forget folks, this is exactly the area that's very interesting. Let's go down here again and zoom out a bit. Because 75,000 US dollars would be right in this low here. This is the price range where these whales have positioned themselves again. But will we even fall that far? And this is where it gets interesting. Now I want to show you something. Because if we zoom in here, what forms a new cluster is this? And here we have the same pattern again that we know from previous videos. Exactly this area here. What lies in here, what I've just marked, is about 200 million US dollars long, which is very interesting in the price range of, what do we have here? 82,000 to just under 81,000 US dollars. If we go down here, you can see again this pattern I always talk about. One day, 17 hours, one day, 17 hours. Take a look at how often this has been placed here. That means here, of course, the possibility that this is the same person or institution that did this, that placed almost the same amount in long positions everywhere here, is very high. If we now include this cluster here up to around 80,000 US dollars, then we have a massive amount of support here. Because 312 million in long positions plus another roughly 100 million in spot purchases means we have over 400 million that can now serve as support for us up to 79,000 US dollars. Where is that, the 79,000 US dollars? So that would be where this new whale has positioned themselves, or rather where they have combined their positions. That would be roughly this area here. Of course, this could now mean it's a very interesting zone that we might dip back in here again from 83, right here into this candle low, so that we can pick it up again here and maybe get a kind of double bottom here. If we really hold this as support here and don't fall further, then maybe we could rise again. The next thing we have down here, exactly in these price areas, so here, or rather here again, and I want to show you this on the other chart, which I've already shared with you several times, are exactly these target levels of the Fibonacci extension, which gives us the trend reversal guidelines showing where price levels can lead, and that would be exactly right here. I told you the first one was here at 81,000, but we still have 76,000, a very, very valid level, 1618 Fibonacci. That would be approximately 76,892 US dollars. Where did the big names place themselves again? Down here. That falls squarely within this price range, up to 75,074,900 United States dollars. Let's take another look at this price range. That would mean, if this really plays out, that by reaching this target level here, the 1,618, we could actually find a massively good zone where we would have support to rise again. The only question that remains when we look at the long term, and this will be very important, is whether we would continue this bearish trend here. I want to show you that again, because we've just made lower lows and lower highs. This means if we really continue to go down now and pick up something further down here, then it could move into roughly the price ranges I mentioned earlier. And that could, and it really wouldn't look very good, be a possible new Fibonacci level depending on how far we go down right in this consolidating phase as a possible rejection zone again, B. But we also have to consider here, are we really in a bear market now? I'll discuss that again in a separate video. Because if we really are entering a bear market now and we compare that to various altcoins and where they are already, they're already at the bear market bottom. If Bitcoin actually drops now to 70, 60, 50,000 or even 40,000 US dollars, what will happen to the altcoins? Will they then be almost at zero? And that could perhaps be an indication that we might see an even stronger recovery here. Additionally, what did I say? if we make a new low. That would, of course, be very, very interesting because then we would actually have the possibility of a bullish divergence here, which we could achieve due to the RSI. Because if we actually continue to go down in price now and reach some lower levels, the RSI certainly won't follow as quickly and would make a higher low, which can be a sign of a very good reversal. For me, this could mean that if we actually pick up the liquidity below us, as well as all the long orders, which now amount to $1 billion, and then form a bullish divergence here afterwards, that could actually catapult us back up to high prices afterwards. And for me, that will also be the opportunity to place new long trade trading bots as well as new long positions. At the moment, I'm actually not doing much trading. I'm telling you honestly because we're neither making higher highs nor higher lows, and we can see that from exactly these patterns. We don't have a clear structure. Now, on a higher time frame, I'm talking about the daily chart now. I'm talking about the 4-hour chart. We're still not making higher highs or higher lows and are just consolidating. That's why you need to be cautious with trading at the moment, because the next move, whether it's up or down, will be executed explosively and there will be a lot of liquidations. Cold, and that's why you need to be careful, especially the price area around 86,000 US dollars. There's a lot going on there right now. If we look on a weekly basis, should we take another look at the 2-week chart? And no, for me, this cluster is too interesting to just leave it alone. Be aware of this. No matter how long you are right now, make sure your liquidation isn't exactly in this area, but rather, if anything, below it. But now, let's continue with Zcash. I've prepared something here. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, the possibility of rejection. I'll put this away for now. Here, as we analyzed in the live video, we can see an upward movement right into these target levels. We've reached the first target level here, the 1.414, and are currently exactly at the 0.5 Fibonacci. A rejection which is already open as a short bot in the Funded account, but I'm also opening a short bot for myself now. But I'm also opening one for myself again, short critter rating bot. Additionally, I'm also taking short positions. But be aware, what I'm showing here is what I'm actually doing. Of course, this can lead to losses. The first short position I'm going to take will actually be if we trigger this area again, exactly this zone. Here the price still has about 10% room to rise. This is on the daily chart, don't forget that. And then I would set my take profit exactly in this price range down here. I set my take profit and have a risk reward ratio of 1 to 4.36, which is incredibly good. If this one doesn't work out, I'll open another short position exactly in this area here, 0.618. I've set my stop loss here at the 0.73984 Fibonacci level. And here as well, I'll go short again. That means I would recover the stop loss and again have my 1 to 4.3 risk reward ratio. And with that, I have a really good profit here. This is just the short positions that I will be taking because this is so valid for me. I'll show you in a moment why. We've seen the same thing happen with SPK, BGP, and other coins as well. Whenever something rises as massively as, for example, Zcash did. If we take the example of SPK, which we've talked about before, after this massive surge we had here, there was a correction downwards, and the 0.618 Fibonacci level held up very well. In the middle of the next recovery, because we entered a possible bearish trend here, the 0.5 Fibonacci then became the next rejection zone before the mop. A complete sell-off followed, and it was exactly the same with BGP. If we zoom out a bit on BGP, it was exactly the same, and I've already prepared that as well. Here we have this low cap, we had the high, and we went down to the Fibonacci. 0.618 had a recovery into the 0.5 Fibonacci, then consolidated for a long time, and once again into the 0.5 Fibonacci. Before we were then sold off, and now you have to take a look at this. All of this happened, and what triggered it was May 2025. We are now at the end of December 2025. Accordingly, you can imagine with such a perfect sniper entry. With these kinds of trading bots, the trend profits but also crit profits are generated. How incredibly much profit you could have generated here over the course of months. And right now we have something similar with Zcash. We have exactly the same thing. I'm going to remove this again now. We are in the level. The first level was the lower one. The low to this high, 0.618, was our support upwards. And those are the high time frames. We're exactly in them right now. And accordingly, that's also how it is with my trading bots, that I position them in the same way alongside my short positions, which I have already placed by now. But grid trading bot, I have a very, very small one, just opened now. Another one will be opened at 523 and another one at 575. And that's also my price range, as you can see here. The first grid trading bot, I leave some room. It should be able to work. Because if we move up and maybe reach this long target level, one of these two prices, and then correct afterwards, that's fine. But if that's not the case, and we keep going up. And we also hit the 0.618 Fibonacci and then go down. Then I would have 2 grid trading bots running here that generate profits for me. And that's also the reason why I give the first grid trading bot a bit more room to the upside than the second one. It actually looks like this when I go in here, just as a small example. This is, for example, the higher grid trading bot. It has a price range of $300 to the downside. That's the take profit. $670 is the upper price range in short 90 grids. There I have 0.86%, although that could be a bit more. Then I have 94 grids exactly. Then I have about 0.82, or rather 95 grids. I have 0.81. A very good percentage gap to achieve really good profits without paying too many fees. For an investment, for example, of $300 with 5 times leverage and an extra margin of $25, my liquidation price here is $712. And that's exactly this second grid trading bot that I have in here. Why is this the second one? Because the trigger price is at $575, which would be the 0.618 Fibonacci level here. And this is what it looks like. I still have plenty of room to the upside, and if necessary, I could add a bit more margin if we go up, but I don't want to risk too much. And for the second one, I can actually do it very similarly. My upper price range here is at $640. If I include that again now, and let's say it starts right away, and we have an upper price range of $640 and something similar, then our liquidation price would be at $648 with the same investment and the same margin. But here I'm going to start the next one, which I'm about to open. I currently have a very small one open. But if we reach the 0.5 Fibonacci, I'll start another one here. And here as well, since I have 95 crits here, I'll probably take a bit less. Probably 93 crits, or rather 91 crits. Then I have my 0.8, which in this case I would like to have as profit per crit. I hope you enjoyed the video so far. Feel free to subscribe to my channel, leave a like and drop a few comments. That would of course make me very happy for the algorithm as well. See you next time.